We have Charli James is with Ginger and Val, doing their thing, dancing and practicing. They're probably on hour 7 right now. They're practicing. Charli, what's going on over there?
That's right. We are at a dance studio right now in Manhattan, where Ginger and Val are getting every second in they can for dance practice. As Dancing with the Stars fans know, we're just days away from the premiere. So exciting!
Let's be serious. I don't know.
We have a special treat to break into you guys' rehearsal. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk with us on ABC News Digital. So let's just jump right in and talk about how things are going. How is Ginger as a partner?
I mean, I know Ben's on the other line, so she's okay.
So he doesn't like to give a lot of compliments early, and he warned me about that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to blow you up. So I'm okay. And I am okay. Like, this has been a hugely humbling experience.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard that some of the dance pros are a little tough on their partners. How has it been? How's the experience been? Is it harder than you thought?
We've heard that some of these guys have been tough on their partners. No, I think our intensity matches. I think we both love to work hard, and we both don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. You get a goal for yourself, you follow that path, and you get as closely as you can to that. But no, I don't think you're too tough.
I think I'm a sweetheart. To me. I mean,
I said today, someone, they're like, is he really difficult? I'm like, he's like a teddy bear. He's really not hard at all.
Yeah, and then the Revenant comes out.
Yeah,
you know, so.
just when you need it.
I'm like the bear from the Revenant.
Well, I think that viewers can tell too when the partners have a good connection. So that's definitely important. You have a really great storyline going into this as well. You are a new mom. You just had a baby, Adrian, a few months ago.
That guy did it to me.
And so how are you balancing everything? I mean, everyone who's new moms out there knows how difficult it is in that first year, and you're jumping right into this really difficult experience.
I'm doing something that I wasn't so great at before, and that's organization. I'm trying to schedule everything. So even this week, I'm kind of proud of myself because I haven't broken down, because I've actually said, okay, from here to here, I get to feed him and do all the things that mom should do and connect with him. And then I go to rehearsal while he's napping, while he's doing this. I miss maybe a bath time, but I've got a great husband who's supportive and helpful, and great family and friends, and a wonderful partner who still hasn't done the diaper change, but I feel it coming.
Yeah,
I smell it coming, actually.
Do you ever bring the baby with you to the dance studio?
Yeah, he came by just once so far, and I think he'll come to see performance too. I think that's the cool part. Is right now I've heard from all the other moms that this is the best time to travel when they're little. So.
Really?
Yeah, when they're really young. Because then when they get older and they're like 2 and then they're having a tantrum on the plane, you can't do that right now.
And you're going to be doing quite a bit of travel because you're keeping your day job, while you do this. So there's going to be a lot of flying back and forth as well.
Yeah, we're primarily going to be in New York City. So that's where Val's from. So he's happy.
Yes.
Very happy man here. But we're also going to LA, obviously, for the show. We're just going to make it quick trips back and forth.
So let's talk a little bit about the competition and the odds. Who do you guys have your eyes on?
The mirror.
Yep, it's true. We really focus on ourselves. That's not true. Of course, we looked at everybody else.
Vain.
Yeah.
But
it does look good today.
Yeah. The competition is great. I think this season is going to be the best season we've ever had. The cast is incredible. I mean, I'm a sports fan, so obviously, Von Miller, Antonio Brown, Doug Flutie, for me, that's awesome to have, such studs and such, incredible athletes kind of enter the ballroom. I'm a man that kind of grew up in an industry that wasn't necessarily, looked at as the most masculine thing to do. So for me, athletes, when they embrace our world and really take on this journey, I mean, for me, it's a huge compliment. So, they're representing the dance world, and I'm excited to see them shine. But otherwise, I don't think we're looking at people as competition. I think it's exciting to be part of a show that showcases such different people from such different walks of life and unites them all under this wonderful world of dance.
Yeah, that's very well said, and I think that's true. But I would say that this season's different because I've watched. I've been a huge fan of the show. Most of the years, I'd say like sometimes you can kind of tell that people will be gone. You don't have that in this season. There are a lot of people that are super athletic, that are going to be huge personalities, and I think everyone's a competitor.
There's a few, that was very politically correct. That was beautifully said.
Thank you.
I'd have to correct her and say there are a few probably that aren't necessarily going to be really good, but they're going to be great TV.
Yeah, good TV. That's what matters too.
Which is important. Personality plays a huge part in
I'm
the
joking.
show.
By the way, I am joking. We get along
Talk about
because
me.
I am sarcastic all the time, and so, you know, I'm just glad that I have a partner that is confident enough in herself to allow me to be as sarcastic as I am. Ginger's awesome. Ben is incredible. Adrian is a wonderful baby. I mean, he's got a lot of potential and bright future, and I'm having a blast. It's awesome.
Speaking of your husband, I want to bring him in here because we were chatting yesterday a little bit about some questions for you. So, Ben, should Ginger be scared of your questions?
Charlie, repeat these words, okay, please. Hey, Val, it's Ben.
Okay. Hey, Val, it's Ben, he says.
Take off your shirt.
Take off your shirt.
Do it. Tell him to do it. He's got to do it. He does it on Instagram constantly.
He's demanding you
Take
take
it
off
off.
your shirt.
I had a very hefty breakfast, Ben.
I don't know any excuses. Very, very,
We'll
very
do it
disappointed
tomorrow.
right now.
Only when Ben's here.
Yeah, this is for your eyes only, Ben.
right.
He's saving it for you.
Gotta save something for the show also.
See,
Sorry, Ben, go ahead.
They have a very specific routine right now, you know, very choreographed. But does Ginger have any dance moves that she wants to show us that are kind of her specialty moves?
So he said that he knows you guys are working on a very specific routine right now, but he wants to know, Ginger, and I guess put you on the spot a little bit. Do you have any specialty moves that you'd like to show off?
Oh, specialty moves. I think he's talking about this one. This is the one I do at home a lot.
Yep, there it is. It's the mid-range fist bump. Yep. It's not quite the Paulie D.
Mid-range fist bump, he's calling it.
Yeah.
Is there an official name for that in dance lingo?
It's mid-range T-Rex.
Yep, that's a
T-Rex.
T-Rex. So it's like, no T-Rex, stop with the T-Rex. Because I'll just stop him right here.
Well, hopefully we can get that choreographed in to see on the
will.
show.
We will. Listen, it's a very endearing step. We'll put it somewhere where we're not heavily lit
Yep.
in the routine.
Oh, no, they're out of the light. Oh.
Or when the camera switches, she'll be going at it. So it's...
Val,
What dance are you guys working on for the first show? Can you give us some?
Yeah. We're doing the jive. We're
Nice.
jiving our little hearts out, which is cool because it's like Val was telling me, it's a very relatable dance. Like people have seen these moves before, and certainly the time period I love. I grew up with a dad who had a jukebox, and it was always like Billboard top hits of the 50s, 60s. So our first dance and our first song is very of that era, and it's really fun. A lot of energy.
Yeah, no, it's you know, like she said, we're doing jive, and it's, you know, it's heavily influenced by rock and roll and swing and East Coast swing and Lindy, and so it's very physically demanding, which is the tough part. And you know, for someone.
Oh, goodness.
Not sure what that.
Everybody
was that
okay?
the photographer?
Everybody all
Like
right?
that, I swear.
What was that,
Maybe the
Adrian?
competition is.
Are they all physically demanding? Like every dance we do is like, this one's physically demanding, this one.
They're all physically demanding, but like I said, for somebody that's never, you know, hasn't danced before and is, you know, just has given birth, I think it's a huge challenge physically for the body, and I think it's great to start off with such a hurdle because now, you know, we have 3 weeks to prep it. If we had jive somewhere in the middle of the season, that might have been easier physically, but a little bit more strenuous.
Yeah, well, and it is mental because it's fast. Like everything's very quick in the jive. So staying on the tops of my feet, on the balls of my feet, that's the biggest. Well, there are a lot of challenges, but that one's been a big challenge.
And it's a great dance for personality as well. Have you had to practice like the faces that you make while you're dancing to make sure you're not making weird faces?
That's something, I think if you smile, people are usually pretty happy. So smile, I got down. What I need to work on is my more serious face. Like when it gets a little more fun, like in the song.
Sexy
How is
face.
Yes.
Sexy
Is
face.
that good?
Ben
I'm
says he
saying
knows
it's a
that
sexy
face.
Yeah, it's the sexy face. That's the one I'm having more trouble. I was trying to practice it in front of him, and he kept laughing at me. So that did not help. Thanks, honey.
Because she's naturally sexy. When she tries to be sexy, it's almost like a parody of sexy. So she's naturally sexy. You don't have to repeat that, Charlie.
Putting Charlie in a weird position here.
He's saying don't repeat that.
It's totally fine.
I'll watch it
Hey,
later.
Charlie,
I don't know why you're not repeating it. I can hear you later. That's how television works.
She knows where you live.
Yeah, this is all live.
She knows
You
she
can't
can
see
watch
this
this online later too. Charlie, quick question for
the
you.
sexy face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can ask Ginger too, we are all so impressed. So proud of her for doing this, and so impressed she's doing this just a few months after Adrian's birth. I just had a baby a few months ago. I know a lot of other people are looking at her going, how are you doing it? We know she has the amazing support at home, obviously. But can she give us some insight, like tips? How is she, when she's this busy, how is she making it all work?
Breaking news.
So Amna, our anchor, is a new mom as well, and she said that, just as a new mom, there's so many people who are so impressed with how you're making it all work. Can you give us just a little more insight? Like, are you pumping here? Are you like what? How do you make that all work with the baby as well?
Yeah, one of my 4 bags back there is a pump. So yes, yes, pumping here, pumping. He's gotten used to seeing it, but just doing. This is the other thing. It's like I talked about the organization of the schedule. I think about what my mom did or what a lot of moms out there do, and I feel like I've actually got it easier, because I've got a ton of support and I have a lot of people around me that are helping. There are people who do a whole lot more with even more kids, so that's impressive to me, and hopefully if I'm inspirational for somebody, awesome, but I'm looking to other people for inspiration.
There you go, Amna.
This is
and
so
we've got a
nice.
special.
This is so nice. This is the longest I've spent with my wife in like a month. So can we just like keep the camera there and I can just stare at her? We can stare at her.
Ben is saying this is the longest he's gotten to spend with you in a month. Is this segment?
It's so nice.
It's very true.
I love it so much.
But he's not rubbing my feet.
Yeah.
He was in the intro. He was saying he's become just a human masseuse, like a massage parlor for you.
I came home last night and I was like this. I was like, oh my god. And he's like, what do you want me to start with? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, my knee, my lower back, my hip, my ankle, my feet. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank Val, by the way, for being the man who my wife comes home smelling like. And then when we bring Adrian to the dance studio, he like holds Adrian, and so now my wife and Adrian both smell like Val. It's nice.
She gets to enjoy it.
Yeah, right?
Should I tell them that?
Yeah,
or
they
no?
know. They know. They're completely aware.
He says, thanks to you for being the man that she comes home smelling like. And then her baby ends up smelling like us, too.
It's funny. Yeah, last week they brought Adrian over and I was playing around with him and he was like, not only does my wife smell like you, now my baby's gonna smell like you. But we have the same cologne, so it's at least that works out.
It's the same brand, same umbrella, but different flavors.
So maybe not so confusing for the baby. A little less confusing.
Or me, which is great.
Hey, Charlie, last question for you
all
guys.
the dancing with. Yeah.
I know you guys are standing in one corner of the studio. Can we just see the space that they work out in every day?
There's 7 disco balls.
So
I'm not joking. If you look up, there's like 5 disco balls.
There is a disco ball, actually. So we're going to just give a look at the space here. So
Ooh,
we're
there's
at,
one.
We're at Dance Sports Studio in Midtown Manhattan. And yeah, there is a disco ball in here. I think it's probably not a dance studio without multiple disco balls going.
Have Val do some wings. Can Val do some wings?
Do some
wings.
Waves?
Wings, like
Wings.
flap wings. Do wings, like tap dancing.
Oh, he wants you to do some tap dance wings?
Wings.
No, not another move.
So yeah, we have a special treat for all the Dancing with the Stars fans that are watching right now. We're actually going to just live stream their, fixing my posture.
There you go.
He's been
Yep.
doing this. There we go.
Your posture to a dancer. That's the toughest thing, is turning into how a dancer holds their body, how they like find their core, how your chest has to be over your hips, over your ankles the right way. That's the part that every step you're learning, and I hope it's going to get easier.
Well, and hopefully it'll stay with you even after the show.
That would be awesome.
She's doing the weather like
Yep.
the wind is coming.
Interpretive weather dancing. Yeah. So we're actually going to just live stream about a half an hour of your rehearsal. Cool. So we'll be seeing the jive. I'm like, oh, my mom and my husband's going to watch and be like, yep, slouching all the time. So you guys will be practicing the jive? Is that what we're going to see?
We're gonna do a little jive. We're gonna do potentially some other dances.
Yeah.
Maybe do the. What is
With,
this?
like yesterday, the mid-range T-Rex. When we danced like yesterday, we just got lost in it. And seriously, I thought we were doing our samba, and then all of a sudden we were doing something else. So you might, who knows what you'll see.
So stay with us. We are going to come down for just a couple minutes and then bring you back in the middle of their rehearsal. So just a few days away from the big premiere.
All right, that is ABC's Charli
Yes.
James live with
That's
the
my move.
booty shaking Ginger Z and Val, whose last name I'm gonna butcher if I try.
Chmerkovskiy.
Is that it?
Chmerkovskiy. I usually like rub my mouth over. It's Val Chmerkovskiy. I don't want to mispronounce it, but yeah.
But of course, you can watch Ginger and all the other competitors on Dancing with the Stars. We are going to be cheering for her.